Hi, good afternoon, Cambridge. Now, it's normally at this point in the proceedings where I'm sure, like you, I've been standing for a little while and people are getting a little cold. So before I say a few words, what I think we need to do is send a clear message and a strong voice that not is just heard by this city, but is heard as far as London. So after 3, why don't we just shout, "Stop Brexit"? 1, 2, 3. Stop Brexit! Shall we do it again? Because I think it wasn't loud enough. 1, 2, 3. Stop Brexit! One more time. 1, 2, 3. Stop Brexit! Excellent. Well done, well done. So, some mornings I wake up and I wonder, was it a dream? How have we got to this point? How have we got to this point where those many Europeans living here in Cambridge, who may be your friends, your colleagues, your family, have such an uncertain future? How have we got to this point where the economy is nosediving, where the value of the pound in your pocket is a lot less than it used to be? And how have we got to this point where we have a zombie government where they have political civil war with no interest for the country or for you, the people? How have we got to this point? And you know, like you, the Brexit result did not just hit me in my head. It actually hit me in my heart and in my soul. I'm proud to be British, but I'm more proud to be European, to be part of a greater community. And you know what? That Brexit result, the referendum, it released the Brexit genie from the bottle. And that Brexit genie cast a spell over politics and the people of this country. And it threw a heavy blanket of uncertainty on people. And that uncertainty, 16 months on, is still being felt. And it's even more present now. It's eroding. It's forcing decisions on people, on businesses, on institutions that will have long-lasting consequences. And those consequences will be negative for this country. And at the heart of that uncertainty is this government's chaotic approach to Brexit. So we feel that uncertainty here in Cambridge, a city where its success is based on being internationally relevant, on having an international currency, and on creating wealth from its international presence. And it's this international dynamic that is expressed in the city's openness and tolerance. And it runs like a golden thread through its communities and through its culture. And as a mayoral candidate, I also witness the impact of Brexit, not just on Cambridge, but on other parts of the region as well. And particularly people in the north of the region, where those people, they don't have a lot of money in their pocket, but where this impact of Brexit and uncertainty is being felt the hardest, be it on the increase on the weekly cost of food that they buy in the supermarket, or also on key industries like agriculture. And what we've seen this year, as I was going around the region campaigning, is we've seen agricultural employers struggling to find workers in order for their business to continue to be successful. And those workers who have historically come from other parts of Europe, this year they have voted with their feet and gone elsewhere. And why is that? That is because they don't feel welcome. And that's also because they don't believe that we have a future with them. And some people say, like Andrea Leadsom, quote one,
Midweight.
Indeed, employ locals. employ locals, or invest in technology to pick the crops. But many locals who are indeed in need of a job are looking for a permanent job, for proper investment, not seasonal work. And so for those agricultural businesses, unless these issues are addressed, they will be forced to move production to other countries. And as a result, those communities who did vote for leave will be even worse hit than they are at the moment. So I don't believe it's too late, but I do believe it's critical that individual voices come together, as we have today, to form a strong, unified message. It's critical to ensure that we stop the destruction, that we stop the damage to this country that Brexit is causing. And it is vital that our voice is strengthened by politicians of all political parties and colours. They need to show courage. They need to show determination to call for Brexit to be halted, but they need to back those words with actions and votes. Votes regardless of their party's political position on the subject. And you, the public, the people, your job is to hold them to account. To hold them to account, to vote the way that you believe they should be voting. Not today, not tomorrow, but every day until we stop Brexit. So, I believe that as we fight Brexit, we need to be clear about our priorities. We need to protect the rights of the 3 million Europeans living here in the UK, unequivocally protect those rights, and of the UK people living in Europe. We need to commit to stay in the single market. We need to ensure at the end of any negotiations, the public have a right to decide, a vote, to either press ahead or exit from Brexit. So, like you, my head is increasingly telling me that Brexit will be stopped. It will be. It will be. My head is telling me that. I'm a logical person. But my heart and my soul tells me it must be stopped. It has to be stopped. Not just for us, but for future generations. So, fellow Europeans, it's essential that our voice continues to be heard, louder and louder, that we keep fighting with renewed vigour over the coming months, and that most importantly, that you keep the faith. You keep the faith in the cause, the faith that this country is a better place when it is open and tolerant and united, and when it's part of an integrated Europe. Thank you very much.